Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. I literally cannot believe that a lawyer is so hungry that they're gonna make up a phantom case against Sean Diddy Combs. So there's this attorney who filed a lawsuit against Diddy, and the attorney is now getting sanctioned by the judge because he used AI to create fake legal citations. He basically used AI to generate a non-existent case citation in court filing. So basically, he just asked AI to create a scenario against Sean Diddy Combs. That's literally what he did. I kid you absolutely not. He used AI, asked AI to create a case against Sean Diddy Combs, and after the case was created, after the AI software created the case, he actually submitted the case against Diddy, and immediately the court picked up on what he did, and the court was like, heck no, ain't no way you're this bold and ridiculous in the same stance. So the judge has since then sanctioned this attorney. And I have to say that this attorney is somewhat reminiscent of Tyrone Blackburn. I'm wondering, like, is this Tyrone Blackburn? Because it sounds like him. The last time I heard about Tyrone Blackburn, he was arrested for, it's not funny. What he did is not funny. But Tyrone Blackburn is another messy one. He's a messy individual. So what Tyrone Blackburn did, he knocked down a process server, ran him over with his car, and a bunch of other stuff. Like, he did so many illegalities in some lawsuits that he had filed that he was arrested. He was let out on bail later, but I don't know where his position stands at the moment. I don't even know if he is still barred to practice, meaning if he still has his bar license. Now, let's talk about this case that has to do with Sean Diddy Combs because, as I've said, a federal judge has sanctioned a lawyer representing one of Sean Diddy Combs' accuser after finding out that the court filings they submitted in the case relied on artificial intelligence and cited legal authorities that do not exist. So, as you guys can remember, I did told you guys that there were a lot of these cases because when you started reading the details of the lawsuit, they were just so far-fetched that you know from the get-go that this does not make sense and this was not a real case. So as such, you know, the judge is calling out this attorney is now having to chunk up huge legal fees out of being greedy. So he basically cited legal authorities that do not exist. And they're saying that in a sharply worded order, the judge said the attorney had included multiple hallucinated case citation. So when they say hallucinated case citation, it means terms used to describe false or fabricated information created by AI tools in legal briefs filed before the court. So he literally used AI tool to file this case, and the court, you know, they have a system that they can use to flag these cases automatically. So the judge noted that the case cited could not be located. So if you guys remember, after Sean Diddy Combs was found guilty of the Mann Act, Judge Aaron Subramania had asked both the prosecuting and defense team to locate cases with similar allegations where the perpetrators were found guilty on the same or identical charges, and they should put in filing the docket of those cases, right? Because what Judge Aaron Subramania wanted to do was to see how those cases were handled in terms of sentencing, and he wanted Sean Diddy Combs' sentencing to mirror those cases to ensure that he was being fair and just to Diddy. So this attorney basically cited cases that does not exist. So the cases that he cited, there are no such case that exists. So they're saying, no such case can be located in the legal database and have appeared to have been invented by AI generated software. Now, this incident, it emerged during a routine judicial scrutiny of filings connected to a civil lawsuit involving the allegations against Diddy. While the court did not question the underlying allegations, because they can't question the allegations, right? So they're not questioning the allegations at this stage, but they're expressing how serious the integrity of the legal submission made by the accuser counsel is. So they're saying, you have such serious allegations against this man, and irrespective of the fact that these allegations are serious, you decided that you were going to use AI software to cite cases that do not exist. So they're saying the use of artificial, intelligence, it does not excuse an attorney from the duty to ensure that every citation and factual assertion presented to the court is accurate. The judge said, adding that lawyers remain fully responsible to verify their work regardless of the tools used to prepare it. This also reminds me of Tony Busby's case with that, VMA bandit, when Tony Busby said that he went through the details of the case and he vetted it with the accuser, but then the initial law firm that got the case, their information did not match up with that of Tony Busby. So that's when, the legal system realized that there was a huge disconnect between the Avila group, what they said versus what Tony Busby presented. Now, as it relates to this case with Sean Diddy Combs, they're saying as a consequence, the court imposed sanctions on the attorney, including a financial penalty and an order requiring the lawyer to notify relevant disciplinary authorities. So he's going to have to submit. Just imagine, you're going to have to submit an official report on yourself and your illegal actions against the judiciary system. Someone bar is at risk here. So the judge also warned that future violation of this nature could result in harsher consequences, including potential restrictions on practicing before the court. The ruling adds to a growing list of cases in which courts across the United States have reprimanded lawyers for improper use of AI in legal works. Over the past 2 years, several judges have issued standing orders requiring attorneys to disclose whether AI was used in drafting filings and to certify that all citations have been independently verified. As you guys know, this comes under legal ethics and violations and underscoring and all of that, but I can't believe that people would be so hungry. An attorney at that would be so hungry to do a legal citation of a case that does not exist. Like, isn't he cross-referencing anything? Even if he used AI as a shortcut tool, after using AI, he should be checking to see if such case does exist, but he did not do any cross-reference. So he got caught, and the court, like hell, is holding him accountable. But guys, that's all I have to share in this video with you all. Let me know what's your take. And while you're at it, do all you need to on this video to support your girl. Peace.